At the ITS World Congress 2022, the intelligent transportation community gathers in Los Angeles to discuss the latest innovation and research in intelligent transportation systems. The meeting program explores a wide range of topics from connected and automated vehicles to road safety, sustainable transport solutions to equitable transportation and much more. And ITS TV is right here to show you a glimpse of the greener, smarter, safer transportation of the future. Welcome to the Los Angeles Convention Center and episode 1 of ITS TV 2022. As attendees are arriving at the Congress, we're here to find out more about the key issues this year. We get an overview of the highlights of the World Congress from ITS Events Director Jamie McAuley. We hear more about the latest developments in intelligent transportation from organizations around the globe. The ITS America COO, Kristen White, tells us more about the key focus areas of the organization. And finally, we ask you, the attendees, what you're most looking forward to at the Congress. So as you can see, we have an exciting program coming up, so stay tuned for our first interview. You're watching ITS TV. And joining us now is Jamie McAuley. She is Events Director for ITS World Congress. Good to see you, Jamie.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited about this week.
Me too. And I was looking at the agenda, a lot of amazing topics. What can we expect this year?
Well, we have thousands of industry professionals from all over the world. We have a jammed-packed show floor with exhibitors ranging from solution providers to technology providers. We have a lot of big names in ITS exhibiting this year.
And what are the focus areas?
Well, what's really exciting and new this year is we have an innovation zone where we have emerging technology companies from around the world that will have kiosks representing their new solutions. We'll have an education theater on the show floor where we'll have curated sessions from ITS America, and some of our exhibitors are also doing some sessions on that show floor. We have 200 plus education sessions happening throughout the 5 days of the exhibition. And we also have a lot of receptions and networking opportunities.
Oh, I'm most excited about that, I think. What are some of the exciting events that we can look forward to or that you're excited about?
Well, we have the welcome reception happening on Monday evening. This is going to take place on the show floor where everyone is invited to network and meet some of our exhibitors. We also have our VIP dinner happening at the Grammy Museum on Monday night. And also what's the most anticipated is our annual gala, which is happening at the Intercontinental. It's old Hollywood style.
I love it because it's all about educating yourself. This industry is constantly growing. What do you want delegates to get away with after the conference is over?
Well, they're here to learn. They're here to network. There's 200 plus education sessions ranging from a variety of different topics, from sustainability to zero emissions to autonomous intelligent vehicles. So they're really here to learn and network and see really what's emerging and new in this industry.
Oh, and I think that's the best way. All the exciting topics that you just mentioned, look for it. We'll definitely look out for you as well. Thanks so much, Jamie. Appreciate you coming down. Have a great Congress.
Thank you.
Innovation is at the forefront of intelligent transportation systems, and organizations around the world are working hard to make transportation more sustainable and equitable for all. Let's take a closer look at some of the fascinating research happening both locally and internationally. The COVID pandemic hit mass transit in San Francisco hard, and the city has been slow to return to normal ridership numbers. But transit leaders have turned the crisis into an opportunity by shifting their focus to create a more unified system.
When COVID hit, our transit operators saw a massive loss. The Metropolitan Transportation Commission partnered with the transit agencies then to ask the question, how might we come back better? We wanted to focus on 3 major issues: helping our transit operators build back the service levels needed. The second was to think about returning service in a way that best served the customer. The third was really centered around equity.
Programs like CALSTART, I've seen just a lot more people that previously couldn't afford to ride transit or drive now have so much more mobility options, which really unlocks the world.
Was really about identifying a common mission at a time of a common crisis and thinking through how we could best work together to serve the people who need us.
Across California, CalStart's innovative mobility initiative is bringing sustainable transportation to the communities that need it most. From electric school buses to electric shuttles for seniors, catch a glimpse at how their work is bringing innovative transportation to folks in the San Diego area.
CalSTART is a nonprofit organization working nationally and internationally to develop clean and efficient transportation solutions. The Clean Mobility Options program is the flagship of our innovative mobility work. Clean Mobility Options empowers under-resourced and underrepresented communities to develop their own locally tailored solutions to address their unique needs.
The Chula Vista Community Shuttle Program is a door-to-door free shuttle service that's all electric. This program is funded through the Clean Mobility Options. We got a $1 million grant.
The access to the shuttle has improved my life immensely. It's a real plus.
This is a very exciting time to be working in clean mobility. The future of mobility is one that is safer for its users, is affordable, is equitable in its access, and reduces transportation emissions.
Next up, we visit the Center for Advanced Transportation Mobility at the North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. This interdisciplinary center engages in research, education, workforce development, and technology transfer activities that address mobility challenges associated with the movement of both people and goods, as well as critical transportation issues that occur during emergency situations.
The Center for Advanced Transportation Mobility is one of only 2 university transportation centers that's funded by the United States Department of Transportation that is housed in a historically Black college or university. The other uniqueness is our focus on disenfranchised populations. We hope to improve people's lives in the center by making transportation more equitable for all. So by doing so, we will improve the quality of life for individuals because they will have access to the healthcare, the education, as well as the jobs that they need in order to survive and live well in our society. We have projects that are centered around our vulnerable road user population, as well as for emergency conditions. We currently have some projects that are looking at pedestrian safety. We also have projects that are looking at connected and autonomous vehicle technologies.
With a rapidly aging society, mobility-related problems among the elderly and disabled communities have gained significant attention in Japan. To address these issues, the Saitama Institute of Technology is developing self-driving technologies for both land and water that are based on the open-source AutoWare platform for autonomous cars and on controllers for modified Joy cars. Let's find out more.
埼玉工業大学ではジョイスティックカーというのを作りました。ジョイスティックカーというのは高度な障害者の方がジョイスティックを使って運転できるようなシステムでございます。
This is a joystick drive car system. Left and right action enables the steering wheel to rotate, and the back and forth direction operation enables the gas pedal and brake pedal.
ずっと運転するのが夢だったので、自由なタイミングで一人で出かけることができるので、生活は大きく変わりました。
そのジョイスティックベースの車を自動運転にする仕組みを開発し、そのシステムをいわゆる路線バスの渋沢栄一論語の里循環バスに実装することができました。最近は世界初となる水陸両用バスの自動運転化の開発に取り組んでいます。 湖というのは残念ながらものすごく流木があることがございまして、流木っていうのはソナーで見ようと思っても水の表面なもんですからなかなかうまく見えない。そういうところで、見えないものをどう見えるようにしていくのかとか、全てがチャレンジなんですけれども、夢のある乗り物がこれで実現できればいいなというふうに思っています。
Joining us now is Kristen White. She's the COO of ITS America. Good to see you, Kristen.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you to ITS TV for being here.
Super excited because there's so many exciting things happening in this space. What are the focus areas that you're promoting?
Absolutely. So at the Intelligent Transportation Society of America, we're focusing in this year and next year on 5 main initiatives. First is we know that the autonomous vehicle industry needs a roadmap to certainty. They want to scale deployment. They're innovating across the globe, but they really need to show how they can scale. And so the first initiative we've been working on is working with regulators in the industry so we can scale deployment. And that's through some sort of roadmap and vision for the future. And the second initiative is similarly on the connected vehicle side, there's a lot of uncertainty as well with some recent court rulings and some challenges, at least in the Americas. We're trying to similarly develop a roadmap for connected vehicles for the future and a strategic vision for the next 10 years. The third thing that we're working on is in the Americas, we've invested over $1 trillion over the next 5 years out of our Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, the IIJA. A lot of that is going towards transportation, infrastructure, so we need to make sure that that money goes towards innovation as well. And so we're working with our federal government, our states, our private sector members to understand how we can make it easy to de-risk investment in innovation. The fourth key initiative is similarly, there's this intersection of the infrastructure of the future, where in the past 50 years it used to be concrete and pavement, but the future includes sensors, algorithms, data. It's really exciting. And so we call this digital infrastructure, and we want to make it easier for communities and practitioners to understand how to implement digital infrastructure. It's quite complex, but we think we can boil it down to make it easy. And foundationally, our fifth initiative is really to promote more voices of women and people of color in the industry. So our work on diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, which we think is really important, is centered on a nonprofit we founded called Mobility XX. And this is an initiative with WTS, which is an international organization to promote women in transportation, because less than 15% of the jobs in this sector are held by women and people of color. And when you grow to a senior vice president or an executive level, that's even fewer. And we can change that in conversations by including women and those leaders in spaces like ITS TV and the World Congress.
Yeah, and as we were talking about, these are amazing discussions that are affecting everyday people. How are you getting the word out from this level to out into the public about just the important work that's being done here?
It's so important. And I think we need to get outside what we call our echo chamber. So one of our initiatives in 2023 we're working on at ITS America is Voices of ITS. What does a community member want to hear about when they're talking about ITS? It's probably not using the term ITS, right? It's complex. So we're working on a definition around intelligent transportation systems that means more examples of what ITS does. So it's using an electric vehicle to take your mother to her healthcare appointment using rideshare. It's using an autonomous shuttle for my friend Myrna, who's a quadriplegic in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, who never had affordable access to get to her social engagements and to see her family. And with autonomous shuttles, she can do that. And so it's about helping community members like my neighbor Bob, instead of asking, what's it's helping him understanding, oh, cool, what's that technology and innovation I can incorporate in my system?
Yeah, and this definitely is a world congress. So you have so many delegates from all over the world. How are you bringing everyone together? And just the systems are so different across the board, right? How do you, I guess, bridge all of those differences?
I love these congresses because we innovate through learning from one another, right? And we have partners in Asia Pacific who are leading on this connected vehicle front, for example. And so we're bringing them into conversations on what are some standards and examples that might we be able to partake in and learn from in the Americas. Similarly, in Europe, they are global leaders on sustainability and doing a lot of great standards work there. And so we're having some high-level roundtables and discussions throughout the week to ask what is their model that maybe we can translate to other parts of the globe. And to be honest, it's about relationship building, right? It's not just these global leaders and innovators, it's each of us being a part of this space and willing to ask questions, build our network, and really just connect
over ITS. Yeah, and it's going to be an exciting week. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for breaking it all down, and have a great Congress. Good work so far. Appreciate you. Have a great week. We're ITS TV, your daily news show featuring interviews and discussions on hot topics in intelligent transportation systems from this year's ITS World Congress. You can catch us around the convention center in LA, in select hotel rooms, on the ITS website, social media, and YouTube. With new content each day of the Congress, make sure to keep watching. And finally, it's time to ask you, the attendees, what you're looking forward to most at the Congress this year. Let's go.
Well, if I'm being honest, I'm really excited to be speaking today about my company, Mercedes-Benz, and what we're doing with crowdsourced data. Automakers are transitioning from their traditional role building vehicles to also using data that they're generating from the vehicles to serve the overall good and improve the transportation system.
We're excited about the data that's going to be used to improve road safety. That's what we do. We're providing these services to DOTs and also working with the Mercedes and the Mobilize of the world.
See, the ITS is always exciting, okay? And it is not particularly of this year, but we are in the journey of smart transportation. And this is the event that we look forward to anywhere in the world. And we are lucky that this is happening in the United States this year. So we took the opportunity here, and I'm just trying to see all the technical advancement, where we are in terms of smart transportation, connectivity, autonomous vehicle, electric vehicle. So it's all good, all good.
We're excited because this is an intelligent transportation system. It's the high-tech world that we very proud to be a part of. In the next few days, you will get the chance to see the showcase that we put out in terms of Caltrans.
Okay, well, we are very excited because we just worked on a way to get emergency warnings and alerts into the vehicle. So with floodings or wildfires or so. You don't want to be informed on your cell phone while driving, but we really want to get appropriate warnings in the vehicle, and that also the vehicle knows where the warning is and where you are, and that it can also reroute you around it instead of driving to the affected area. We are very glad that we are here in the USA and able to present it also to a wider audience.
And that's it for our first day here at the ITS World Congress 2022, and things are really beginning to kick off here in LA. Tomorrow we'll focus on the latest innovations in intelligent transportation and a push for smarter technologies. Before then, you can watch the show here at the Convention Center, in your hotel room, and online. And don't forget to subscribe and follow ITS TV on social media. We'll see you tomorrow.